Welcome to a journey into the depths of spirituality, where we unravel the layers of understanding surrounding the Spirit of God. In this exploration, we aim to shed light on perspectives that might not align with the traditional views you're familiar with, but hold profound insights into the essence of divinity. Today, let's look into a dialogue that transcends conventional teachings, inviting you to reconsider what you think you know about the spiritual force that pervades our lives. Throughout history, the Spirit of God has been a cornerstone of religious teachings across the globe. Each culture and religious tradition has painted a different picture of this divine presence, often shaping their doctrines and practices around this central concept. In Christianity, the Holy Spirit is seen as a guide and counselor, a divine presence that supports and sanctifies the believer. In Hinduism, the Brahman is the universal spirit, omnipresent and beyond human comprehension, while in Islam, the spirit is the breath of Allah that breathed life into Adam. Despite these varied interpretations, common threads suggest a universal need to understand and connect with a higher power. But these representations also bring with them a plethora of misconceptions. One of the most pervasive is the anthropomorphic image of God, a divine being with human attributes and emotions. This visualization has dominated many religious narratives, potentially limiting our understanding to a more human-like entity rather than an all-encompassing force. If we step beyond the boundaries of traditional anthropomorphism, we encounter a concept of the Spirit of God that is much broader and infinitely more complex. Rather than viewing this spirit as a personified entity, what if we considered it as the very essence of existence itself? This shift in perception opens up a realm of possibilities where the divine is not an external entity with human traits, but a pervasive energy that exists within and around all things. This idea aligns with many mystic teachings that suggest the divine is an omnipresent force that cannot be fully understood or described within the limits of human language. It is both immanent and transcendent, existing within each particle of the universe and yet beyond the sum of its parts. Here, the Spirit of God becomes not just a figure of worship, but a fundamental truth seeking to be realized. In rethinking the divine as an abstract, all-encompassing energy, we also begin to see the limitations of human language in capturing its full essence. Words and descriptions are by their nature reductive, often failing to encapsulate the vastness of the Spirit. This realization prompts us to approach the concept of divinity with humility and an openness to the mysteries that remain beyond our comprehension. As we explore these themes, our understanding evolves from one of accepting predefined doctrines to engaging with spirituality as a quest for deeper understanding. This perspective does not diminish the value of traditional beliefs, but rather expands our spiritual vocabulary, allowing us to embrace a more inclusive and expansive view of the divine. Exploring further into the diverse interpretations of the divine across different cultures, we uncover a rich tapestry of spiritual experiences that highlight both unique and shared perceptions of the Spirit of God. From the shamanic traditions of Siberia to the mystical practices of Sufism in the Middle East, each culture brings its own flavor to the understanding of the divine spirit. The thread that connects these diverse experiences is the recognition of a force greater than ourselves, a universal essence that transcends individual existence. This cross-cultural exploration not only enriches our understanding, but also points to a collective human intuition about a dimension of reality that is vast and deeply interconnected. By examining these different spiritual expressions, we begin to see the Spirit of God not as a singular, fixed entity, but as a multifaceted presence that can be experienced in myriad ways. This plurality of divine encounters encourages a more open and inclusive approach to spirituality, where the focus shifts from defining the divine to experiencing and understanding its various manifestations. Looking into the area of theological thought, we find that across ages, scholars and mystics have continually revisited and revised their understandings of the Spirit of God. These insights offer a glimpse into the evolving nature of divine concepts and challenge us to think critically about the static images often propagated by institutional religions. Theologians like Meister Eckhart in the Christian tradition, Ibn Arabi in Islam, and Dogen in Zen Buddhism have all emphasized an experiential approach to understanding the divine. They argue that the Spirit of God is something to be experienced internally rather than externally imposed. Such perspectives suggest that the divine is not merely an external creator, but is intimately linked with the core of our being. The evolution of these theological ideas reflects a dynamic conversation within and between spiritual traditions about what it means to experience the divine. This dialogue has not only shaped the doctrines, but also influenced the spiritual practices of millions, guiding believers towards a more introspective and personal relationship with the divine. These theological explorations teach us that our understanding of the Spirit of God is not static. It is a concept that continuously evolves as we grow and expand our spiritual, intellectual, and emotional capacities. It reminds us that spirituality is not about accepting fixed truths, but engaging with an ongoing process of discovery and understanding. While we progress through this exploration, it becomes increasingly clear that the Spirit of God defies simple definitions and resists being confined to narrow interpretations. This journey is not just about gathering knowledge, but about expanding our ability to perceive and experience the vastness of the spiritual landscape that surrounds us. In our journey to understand the Spirit of God, a fascinating intersection emerges between the realms of modern science and ancient spirituality. Particularly, the principles of quantum physics have started to echo the mystical insights about the divine that spiritual teachers have spoken of for centuries. This merging of science and spirituality suggests that the divine spirit may not just be a metaphysical concept, but could also be reflected in the fundamental principles of the universe. Quantum physics, with its exploration of the smallest particles of matter, reveals a world where particles exist in multiple states simultaneously, and where actions at one point can affect outcomes at another instantaneously. These phenomena, such as entanglement and superposition, resonate with the spiritual ideas of interconnectedness and the omnipresent nature of the divine. It's here at this crossroads that the Spirit of God is suggested to be more than a figure of worship, but possibly the very fabric of existence itself, an integral part of the cosmos that binds all things. This convergence invites us to view the divine not as a distant or separate entity, but as the underlying essence of every particle, every wave, and every force in the universe. This perspective not only expands our understanding of the divine, but also enhances our appreciation for the mysterious and seemingly miraculous order of the cosmos. Building upon the idea that the divine can be an experiential reality, let us explore the personal spiritual journeys that individuals undertake in their quest to connect with the Spirit of God. These journeys are profoundly personal, yet universally resonant, as they often mirror the quest for deeper meaning and understanding in life. Across the world, many find that their most profound spiritual experiences do not occur within the walls of temples or churches, but in the quiet moments of introspection and connection with the natural world. These experiences often lead to a shift in understanding. The divine is not something to be sought externally, but is a presence to be discovered within one's own life and experiences. These personal journeys highlight the role of meditation, prayer, and mindfulness in fostering a deeper connection with the divine. Such practices enable individuals to transcend the everyday noise of life and tap into a deeper sense of peace and interconnectedness, suggesting that the Spirit of God is as much an inward journey as it is an outward expression. While we explore deeper into the essence of the divine, and how it manifests in both the universe and within ourselves, we arrive at the pivotal role of faith and belief. These elements are not just passive states, but dynamic processes that interact deeply with our insights and understanding of the divine spirit. Faith, in this context, transcends traditional religious doctrines to become a living, breathing practice that evolves with our expanding consciousness. In this light, faith without boundaries becomes a powerful tool for personal growth. It encourages us not to cling to outdated beliefs, but to remain open to new insights that can deepen our connection with the divine. This kind of faith is adaptive and inclusive, recognizing that our understanding of the divine can change as we encounter new experiences and knowledge. It is about trusting the journey of discovery, where belief is not a rigid frame, but a window that opens to new dimensions of spiritual reality. Belief systems, too, play a crucial role in how we navigate our spiritual journeys. They provide the narratives through which we interpret our experiences and insights. However, as we have explored in previous sections, these systems must also be flexible, allowing for personal growth and deeper understanding. When belief systems accept this fluidity, they enable individuals to integrate new understandings of the divine into their daily lives, enriching their spiritual practice and personal development. Throughout history, the concept of the divine spirit has often been obscured by misinterpretations and misguidance, sometimes with profound consequences. These distortions have ranged from benign misunderstandings to deliberate manipulations that have led people astray from the essence of their faiths. Recognizing these pitfalls is crucial as we strive for a clearer and more genuine understanding of the divine. By revisiting historical examples and reassessing the doctrines that have shaped our understanding of the divine, we can learn to identify and correct these misinterpretations. This process is not about discarding our spiritual heritage, but refining it, stripping away the inaccuracies that have clouded our perceptions to reveal a more authentic and profound connection with the divine spirit. This corrective pathway is also about healing and reconciliation. It involves acknowledging the ways in which spiritual concepts have been used to justify exclusion or harm, and actively working towards interpretations that promote unity and understanding. It's a process that calls for humility and courage, as we must be willing to admit past errors and accept a more inclusive and compassionate approach to spirituality. We explore how contemporary practices reflect our evolving understanding of the divine, blending ancient wisdom with new insights to form a more holistic spiritual experience. Modern spirituality is characterized by its diversity and inclusivity, allowing individuals to draw from multiple traditions and insights to create a personalized spiritual path. This shift is reflective of a broader cultural movement towards recognizing the interconnectedness of all life and the omnipresence of the divine spirit. One of the hallmarks of modern spirituality is the emphasis on direct personal experience of the divine. This approach is less about adhering strictly to prescribed doctrines and more about encouraging personal exploration and discovery. Practices such as meditation, mindfulness, and yoga are increasingly incorporated into daily routines, helping individuals to cultivate a sense of inner peace and connection with the divine that is both profound and accessible. Modern spirituality often incorporates elements of psychology and personal development, illustrating that our spiritual and emotional lives are deeply intertwined. This integration helps individuals navigate their spiritual journeys with a focus on healing, growth, and transformation. It shows that engaging with the divine spirit can lead to practical outcomes, enhancing mental health and personal well-being. As we have seen, the spirit of the divine is not confined to ancient texts or mystical experiences. It is also a vibrant and essential part of our everyday lives. Integrating this understanding into daily life is the next logical step in our exploration. This integration involves more than periodic spiritual practices. It includes a continuous awareness of the divine presence in all aspects of life, from the mundane to the extraordinary. Practical applications might include setting aside time for reflection and meditation, practicing gratitude and mindfulness throughout the day, or finding ways to serve and connect with others, reflecting the divine spirit's attributes of compassion and love. Such practices not only deepen our connection with the divine, but also enhance our interactions with the world around us, promoting a life that is spiritually fulfilling and socially responsible. This integration encourages a lifestyle that respects the environment and all forms of life, recognizing them as expressions of the divine spirit. By living in a way that honors this interconnectedness, individuals contribute to a more harmonious world, embodying the divine in actions as well as in thoughts. Our journey through the layers of understanding surrounding the Spirit of God concludes with a call to action, not just to contemplate the divine in abstract terms, but to live out these insights in tangible, meaningful ways. While we integrate these principles into our daily lives, we transform not only our own experiences, but also the lives of those around us, spreading a message of unity and interconnectedness. This exploration from historical perspectives to practical applications encapsulates a full spectrum of spiritual life, encouraging a dialogue that is both deep and wide. We invite viewers to continue reflecting on their spiritual path and to embrace the challenges and rewards of living a spiritually informed life. While we conclude our exploration of the diverse and profound aspects of the Spirit of God, we hope you found inspiration and new perspectives to enrich your spiritual journey. Remember, spirituality is not just a path to walk alone. It's a shared journey that connects us all, influencing every aspect of our lives and the world around us. If this video resonated with you, please consider sharing it with others who might also appreciate a fresh look at the divine. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more thought-provoking content. Your support helps us continue to bring meaningful discussions into the light.